I'm just here to ask questions.
I've got.
Hey, Yams.
Yo, what's up, my dear brother Justin?
Yeah.
What's up?
Not a whole lot, my
What?
dear brother. It's a fucking beautiful day to be alive. Listen, alright, since we're talking about the universe and everything that's great and positive, listen. I absolutely just felt this, not but maybe 15 minutes ago, alright? I was outside. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm talking 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't ask me what that is for my people that use Celsius. For you listeners that use Celsius, I don't fucking know what 90 degrees Fahrenheit is. Maybe 30 degrees fucking Celsius. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. The sky was blue. Not a cloud in the sky. The heat on my face just fucking phenomenal. I'm walking my dog, take her out to poop and pee and everything. We're walking around my neighborhood, going to the park and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, you hear boom, 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 boom. And I look up and I see this giant dark cloud rolling in. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But I don't pay no mind to it. I'm like, fuck it, bro. If we get wet, we get wet. So we're walking around. My dog, her name is Hazel. And she's running around and whatnot. We go to the park, I'm playing fetch, and that's when I hear it again. Boom, 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 boom. And the cloud's getting darker, and it's coming closer. I'm like, oh shit! You start to see people scattering shit. No. But fuck that, bro. I'm in my neighborhood, right? I'm only like a 10-minute walk away from my house, until finally you hear a loud crash of lightning, and then just this giant downpour. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm only in t-shirts and t-shirt and shorts, all right? And everybody just start to scatter. And then I'm like, oh shit, Hazel, we gotta go home. So we're running, and then I stopped and I was like, I'm already wet. She's already wet. Why are we even running? Everybody's scattered and shit. They're going inside their house. They're running away from what? From the elements. Why? Why is it that when it's sunny outside, we seek shade? Why is it that when it's raining outside, we seek an umbrella? So I said, fuck that in a bag of potato chips. I have never felt more alive, especially, with my dog here. I just adopted her last month, all right? She's only 3, and we're fucking playing and having a great time in the fucking rain. And that is what life is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Being one with the fucking elements, all right? Taking your shoes off, putting your feet on the grass or the sand or the dirt. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is all about. Just being one with the universe and having fucking balance and looking at life, in a positive light. Because let me tell you something. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There might be highs and lows, peaks and valleys, ups and downs. Your boss might be a prick. But listen, man, as long as you look at life in a positive light and you always try to be optimistic, can't nothing rain on your parade, ladies and gentlemen. So what? You get wet. Go home, take a towel, dry yourself off. All right? Take a shower. All right? But listen, man, life is just is that. There's obstacles, you know what I'm saying, that just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I started that walk. Beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. 5 minutes later, clouds roll in. Nobody saw that coming. I mean, maybe if you were looking at the weather. I don't look at no fucking weather. Johnny Weatherman over here. Fuck that, all right? I go outside. If it's hot, it's hot. I put on a t-shirt, all right? But, needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, always be optimistic. Look at the glass half full, not half empty. And that goes with anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything that comes your fucking way. Somebody cuts you off, well, hey, fuck it, bro. You'll get into a car accident, not you, because you were driving careful. Not sitting as that, ladies and gentlemen. Let me crack this purple haze open, because it's looking at me, saying, hey, drink me. Boom, baby! The purple haze is cracked open. It's ice motherfucking cold, bro. My brother Rascal, what you giggling about, bro? What you got, man?
I'm just curious what Justin thinks.
Yams, what drives you as a person?
Dog, what drives me as a person?
Yes.
What drives me as a person? Honestly, being the life of the party. That's what just drives me. And that goes within anything that I do, whether it's at work, or I'm out with friends, or I'm at any kind of function. Just being the life of the party and being the one that's driving that positivity forward. I don't like being around negativity. I don't like being around Debbie Downers. I try to you know um, radiate my positive aura onto people. That's why when people are down, and you know I pull them to the side. I say, hey, come on, let's talk. What do you got? What's on your mind? Who's troubling you? And I fucking hear them out, and I absorb whatever it is that they say, give them words of advice, and I just tell them that it's gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? That's what drives me. Putting a smile on people's faces. That's what drives me. Just being that positive dude, never having anything, be awkward, and just being a friendly motherfucker, bro. That's what fucking drives me, bro. How does the universe speak to you, my dear brother?
Just curiosity.
Fuck yeah.
At one point in my life, it was whatever I was thinking just switched to what can I learn from this? What am I doing with what I'm learning from this? Am I going to do anything with this? What's the importance of it? Just kind of delving a little too much into things sometimes. I understand, but usually it's just basic curiosity. Where's my life gonna go? I didn't think I was gonna be where I'm at right now. So, where can I be tomorrow? Where can I be in a year from now, 5 years from now? And what can I do along that path to help change the direction of where I want my future to go? Even because no matter how small it is, what I'm doing, it still changes it from where I think it's going to go to where it actually ends up going.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me ask you something, my brother Justin. Have you ever been like one of those dudes that you like sit down and you take out a notepad or something to write on, and like, have you ever been that dude that will like write where you see yourself in like 5 years, or like,
No.
write out like a long-term plan?
No.
Me neither, bro. Fuck that shit. Live in the fucking moment. Absolutely be curious. Absolutely fucking be curious and shit. But always live in that fucking moment, bro. Because, that's another thing that fucking, I don't want to say annoys me about some people, but because I'm Johnny Positive over here, but just something that has kind of always kind of like irked me, where and in 5 years I gotta have this and this, and I'm gonna have a mortgage. Fuck that, bro. Live in the fucking moment, bro, because you're sitting there planning for your 5-year fucking mortgage or whatever, and then you go outside and you get hit by a bus. Boom. All that time wasted writing down on your little notepad when you could have just been living. All right. So yeah, man, for sure, bro. Absolutely, be fucking curious, bro.
Well, I mean, that's easy to say, but like, how do you describe actually doing that? What do you mean by live in the moment? Give me an example.
Live in the moment. So instead of, like, let's say, all right, let's say you're out at Whole Foods, all right? My dear brother Rascal, bro, where do you get your keto shit at? Real quick.
Publix. Publix,
all right. Let's say you're in fucking Publix, all right? This is a perfect example of living in the moment. You're at Publix, all right? You're looking for your keto shit, your cauliflower and your whatever the hell fucking keto is. I don't know about keto, bro.
I eat bacon, I eat cheese,
there
I
you go.
Eggs.
Bacon and cheese. You're shopping for the best bacon and fucking cheese, all right? You're in Publix. It's a nice day.
Best bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. You're not at Publix.
There you go.
No bagel.
And this.
No.
All right.
Let's not go down that line. I don't like
it. You know what I'm saying? And this chick crosses your path. All right, she's also looking for fucking keto and everything. And you guys strike up a conversation. Oh, how long you been doing keto? Oh, 6 years. Oh, I've been doing it 5 months. Whatever. This and that. And after a few 3 minutes, we'll say 2 minutes and 59 seconds of fucking talking. You guys go your your separate ways or whatever, and then you're sitting there thinking like, damn, like, you know, shit, should I have asked for her fucking number? She likes keto, I like keto, this and that, and then you're sitting there wondering, oh man, but like, what if she rejects me or shit? Living in the moment is saying, fuck all that, fuck those fucking questions, going back and saying, hey, listen, you know what? So since you've been doing keto for 5 months, I'll tell you what, I know this beautiful recipe, you know what? Hey, give me your number sometime and we can go, I can show you this fucking beautiful recipe, and then boom, and then she shoots you, you shot your shot, and if she shoots you down, well then, hey, guess what? At the end of the day, you still went out there, you fucking said it, you put your foot forward, and you went and made the attempt, and you took the initiative to go out and grab that number. That's living in the moment. Saying fuck wondering, if I'm gonna get rejected or anything, and just going out and just fucking doing it. That's living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Always having an open mind. I mean, living in the moment doesn't mean just, all right, I'm gonna start, jumping off bridges and shit, because fuck thinking. No, it's having common sense. But living in the moment is not questioning the what if and just going for it.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Thank you, my dear brother.
That's why we're doing this podcast right now.
And that Froglosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have a question. Where did the frog come from? What's the thing with the frog?
I had a sitting meditating frog statue that I got from a dollar store, and I was gonna use that as the image. So I was trying to think of like witty philosophy things with a frog, and that happened.
That's dope, man. Hell yeah, dude. Just a random fucking statue that didn't have nothing to do with nothing, bro, but it piqued your interest. What did it do? It raised questions. What can I do with this fucking frog? Boom! Froglosophy. And that's what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, the fucking questions. Questioning the fucking questions, bro. Just fucking wondering, bro. It's picking your brain, bro.
What's a question that you would ask another human that you're just genuinely curious about, but you're not really ever sure whether or not it's okay to ask someone that question?
I would ask them. That's a good one. I would want to know. Hang on. Uh-oh. Did I cut out for a bit? Okay.
No,
all right. I would want to know what their absolute biggest regret is. Absolute biggest regret. Hell
Ouch,
yeah, man.
Why?
Well, because, you know what I'm saying? Because, I think, obviously, if you regret something, it's, because, there's some part of you that's still holding on to that. And finding out what somebody regrets, what their biggest regret is, I think it's definitely a way, a door almost, into like their psyche, into their soul, man. You know what I'm saying? What is your biggest regret? No matter how morbid or graphic it is, bro, what is their biggest regret? Because it, like I said, it means that they're still possibly holding on to something. Now, does that, could that make them a bad person? No, because, you learn from your mistakes and shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's saying, oh, my biggest regret is, I don't know, fucking, not I don't know, hanging out with, I don't know, not fucking hanging out with my parents enough or something. I don't know. Just fucking example, bro. Tells you shit, man. There's a person that loves their parents, but of course they know that their mistakes are not hanging out with them, as much. Shows you that shit. It's a person that, is a caring man or woman, loves their family, and knows that shit, time is fucking short. They know that them spending time with their parents is absolutely the most precious thing. His parents ain't gonna be here for fucking ever. Of course, that's just an example, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What's their biggest regret?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a very vulnerable question to ask someone. Although I did ask you,
What? Yeah. What is that
would you
question?
ask? Yeah, jeez.
That's it, bro.
Man, that's
we're going for the
super
throat, bro.
vulnerable.
We're going for the fucking throat, bro.
Well, then why do you? So then, okay, with that question, why wouldn't you ask someone that in normal conversation.
That's true. Why wouldn't you? I mean,
Because it makes people vulnerable. I mean, you said it.
yeah, true.
I mean,
You
if you're
know?
friends with the person,
Yeah,
does
that's
that
true.
then make it okay? Is that when
Like,
it's okay to ask that?
I guess because yeah, that's your best friend. I mean, for example, I mean, Rascal. I've known him for quite a while. I've met him several times. Um, but I don't think I would ever pull him to the side and I mean, I don't know, maybe if we were fucking going deep and we had a fucking pound of weed and LSD and acid and all that fucking crazy shit, and then after about an hour and I'm tripping and shit, I fucking ask him, I'm like, my dear brother, not for nothing, but what is your biggest regret? Maybe I would ask him, but I think yeah, it's
I feel like
more-
that would be a pretty good place and setting to ask
Yeah.
that type of question if that's what you're doing.
yeah.
But
But
it involves a lot of getting deep.
you know. But yeah,
Okay.
man, it's questions, man. It's questions like that really just, I mean, fuck, it shows who a person is. You know what I'm saying? Their, their emotional scars and shit, bro. Really shows you who they are, as a person. Be
Well,
that as it may, whatever they hold on to.
I mean, I feel like that just shows you kind of what they've gone through,
Mhm.
and who you see now is where they're at now. But I don't feel like it really shows you who that person is.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it gives you an understanding as to why.
As to why exactly. What made them who they are today.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't feel it's the only thing that contributes to it, but I feel like biggest regret probably is something that would contribute to your personality.
Yeah.
Damn, how'd you get to be so positive?
Oofa. That's a
Fucking
good
deep question.
listen. Let's fucking go. And I'm gonna tell you, bro.
I mean, you don't have to give me the specifics and details of your life, but like, you can give me the
fuck you,
gist.
we're going deep, Justin. By the time this is over, bro, you're gonna know me like a fucking book cover to fucking cover. You're gonna be able to write a fucking 10-page essay on the one and only Yams, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, this is it. How did I come to become so positive? That's a very good question, and the reason why it's a good question is because I don't exactly remember the exact time and day, like what age I was when I just kind of like became Mr. Positive. Because growing up, I mean, I grew up, I don't have any siblings. I grew up an only child. You know what I'm saying? So my friends were just, the whoever I talked to were just the kids in my neighborhood. And when it was like, when the street lights came on and it was time to come home, I just had imaginary friends. No shit. Imaginary friends. I would talk to myself and shit. Fucking, I mean, the shit you do at like, 8, 9, 10, So I remember growing up and, I think it was, I want to fast forward. I want to fast forward to like, I think it was in 8th grade. I was in 8th grade and shit. And like still not shy. I don't think I was ever like a shy dude because I was always just very energetic and shit. But I believe I was in 8th grade and my English teacher, we had to do some kind of presentation. And I remember, I don't know, whatever it was we were talking about, but she said, we had to do some presentation in front of the class. And after we're done, after I'm done with my little presentation, she pulls me to the side and she says, Frank, I'm going to be honest with you. You'd make a great public speaker. And ever since then, that kind of just stuck with me. And, you going to high school and shit. I was in the marching band and everything, and like I remember whenever we would go to competitions and shit, they would always have me do like the hype up speech. We'd be in the back of the bus and shit, and it's funny thinking about it because a bunch of fucking band geeks getting hyped up for a competition. That's fucking hysterical. But they always said, "Yo, Frank, go ahead, hype him up, hype him up." And so, I think it was just, always just kind of like, I always just looked on the bright side of life. Even when fucking I was at like, my lowest. If I had a girlfriend that fucking cheated on me and shit. I mean, perfect example. I had, after high school, I had this chick I was dating. She was like, I guess you could say my high school sweetheart. Turns out that she was actually messing with my best friend. Like, my best friend since the fucking, since like the sandbox. And like, I was bummed. But after a while, I just realized like, well, hey, her loss. It still stung like a bitch. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I was macho about it. Like, fuck yeah, dude, I cried and shit. But it just, I got over it. I picked myself up. I said, you know what, man, this is just an opportunity to fucking go and chase some more tail. I'm a free man. And so, yeah, man, it's just, like I said, it's something that just comes natural. It's I don't I I don't think it's something that can be taught, or something that like you can just like turn on and off. It's something that just comes natural, man. Just always looking on the bright side of life. I mean, shit. Here we are. We've got this fucking pandemic going on. People losing their lives and shit. It's horrible, but you still gotta look at life. I mean, shit. It could be worse, man. I mean, here we are. We're fortunate, to be on fucking Discord in our homes and shit, in the fucking AC, with the air conditioner on, So always, no matter what, we just gotta look at life in a positive light, no matter what, no matter fucking what, man.
I mean, I do agree that like being positive does help and everything. It does sound to me more like rather than being positive, you're just aware that the negative's not permanent.
Absolutely.
Like this negative is gonna happen, and I have to deal with it, and I have to go through it. But it's not gonna stay this way. It's gonna get better. So that's what I got from what you were saying.
Yeah. I like how you put that, man. It's exactly that. Recognizing that the negative, it ain't permanent, bro.
Because I mean, yeah, because you admitted you did cry, you did have those emotions, you did have those feelings, you were bummed, you had like probably those days where you just like sat in your room and did nothing, but
Yeah,
people
for
don't go
sure,
into
man.
detail about all of that when they say just be positive, but it's recognizing that the negative is not permanent. I just have to work through the motions and it'll pass and then I'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I
Okay.
mean, shit. It's it's exactly that, man. Just recognizing that the negatives. Listen, bro. They'll be there. There will be negatives, but it's realizing that it ain't permanent, man. You know. Just looking on the bright side of life. Listen, bro. There's always gonna be bright, sunshiny days, no matter what. It might be raining in your life right now. All right. That fucking nasty rain cloud might be there, but guess what? Eventually the sun's gonna come out. Eventually the sun will come out to play. You just gotta hang in there, bro. That's it. No matter what. Just fucking hang in there, bro.
Okay. Good advice.
Hell yeah, man. Hey,
Rascal, you had a question.
Yeah, what did you have, my dude?
Oh, this was way back when. My question was. This is so like off of what we've been talking about, but
Fuck it,
what?
nah, bro. We're here, bro. We're here to go to the deep end, bro. Before you know it, we're gonna see the devil, bro. Watch out.
Can you imagine a universe separate from ours where time does not exist? And what does that look like to you?
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine a time.
No.
So a separate
Imagine a
universe
separate universe.
from ours, yes,
If it
where
helps,
time does not exist.
if it helps you, it's identical in every other way, but time does not exist.
Well, I mean, okay. You want me to go first, or?
I want to hear yours, my dear brother Justin.
Okay.
I'm ready to go deep, bro. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, time not existing is complicated for my brain to process. Just the fact that time only exists because humans measure it, right? Like that's how people describe time not existing, but it's such a complicated thing for me because I'm not entirely sure because to some degree it would still have to exist. I mean, just because we're measuring it, we're using that as a way to measure the amount of time technically it takes for us to age, that it takes for anything to age, that I would, if time did not exist in this separate universe, then nothing would age, nothing would get old, nothing would be young, everything would just be the way it is eternally. Is how I'm picturing that. So I guess it would just be, imagine a still photo of whatever you're looking at, and that's all it will ever be. It will never change, it will never be different, it will never become something else. It will forever be just that still photo.
I dig that, bro. I dig that. All right, you ready? You ready for my answer, bro?
Yeah. Mine's already different from Justin, so it can't get more worse. Just go for it.
All right. So it's a universe where time doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So it's a place with no clocks.
I would assume they never build clocks because they don't measure time.
They never.
It doesn't
Well,
exist.
no, bro. Time. I mean, shit, bro. Universe where time doesn't exist, bro. The way I imagine it, it's like there's no beginning, there's no end. There's just being. There's no point where a flower, where like, you know, a flower starts out as a seed and then blooms and then dies. No, it is the fucking flower. The trees are the trees. The sun is there. The moon is there. Everything is just one fucking universe. We're alive and we're dead because there is no beginning and no end. You're just existing. There are no clocks because there's no need to look at time because it's both night and it's both day. The sun is out, the moon is out, it's light and it's dark. You look to your left, it's daylight. You look to your right, it's nighttime. Everything is completely split in half. You look in the mirror and you see yourself as an adult. The person staring back at you is Rascal, the adult, Justin, the adult. But you look at your hands and they're all withered and gray. But then you look back at the mirror and you're a kid again because there is no fucking time. Whatever you see is what you see as your inner self. There's no snow. There's no seasons. Everything just exists. That's a universe to me without time. Hell yeah, and everything. There's moments where things stand still because fucking, you're there, you're existing. There's no need to go forward because there's no need to go back. Everything is just as it should be, perfectly. If I could quote a man, Thanos, perfectly balanced, bro. That is what it means to have a universe with no time, bro. That's how I see it, bro. Rascal, I'm curious, bro. Take me to the deep end. What is it that you see as a universe without time? As I take a sip of my Purple Haze, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is not sponsored at all by Purple Haze, but it is tonight's beverage of choice.
When I thought about that question, I just came up with the idea that in the universe without time, everything's just constant. But that's what our universe is. It's just constant. There is no time. There is no before or after. There's only now. And that's not time. That's just now.
Yes. I agree with that.
But I do like the idea of it just being a snapshot as well. But that's just what this is. A snapshot that just keeps going.
No, I mean, time exists. It's there for us to determine, how long it takes to do something, pretty much. Or how long it takes something to do something else. I mean, even if we were to remove every word that was attributed with the word time and measuring of time, I don't even know how to describe it in the English language of how I would say how you measure time, what it's used for without using all of that. Anyways,
there is no time.
There is no time.
I
mean, I feel like what Yams said was good too, and what you said for here. I mean, it's damn. I understand that just the present exists, technically speaking. If you were to go based off of anything you experience, you're only experiencing right now, forever.
Always. It's only because of our ability to understand that there is a past and there will be a future, which is always assumed. You're assuming there's a future. You have fucking no idea.
Well, I mean, even a second from now is still the future. It depends on what you're speaking to in terms of the future. How far into the future? Like, that's where it becomes.
What I'm saying is you're assuming things keep going. At any point, it could just stop.
Yeah.
It just hasn't.
I mean, I think that's a big problem with just society in general, at least for here in America that I've experienced, is that people live in that, what you're talking about, people live in that universe of what you described, where it's just constant, consistently going, moving forward all the time, never thinking about yesterday, never thinking, just continuously trying to get away from yesterday and into tomorrow, but never really focused on today.
Which is a shame, because someone who does that and someone who doesn't do that are both right. There's no wrong way to do it. You're going no matter what. We don't have a choice in the matter.
I mean, yes, I could sit here for 10 minutes and do nothing with my time, or I could get in the car and be on my way to the store, and in 10 minutes I'd be closer to the store with a task and something to do, or in 10 minutes I'd still be in the same spot I was just in, but still 10 minutes went by.
Yes. That's what I mean when I say they're both right. It's just they're both going to happen. At least we assume.
Yeah. But right and wrong only exist in terms of opinions based on our own personal individual moral compass, and then in society, when you include more people, our collective group opinion that we collectively agree on, to be good or bad. But things exist that it's not good or bad until a human touches it and does something with it. Like, I mean, for instance, mushrooms, like, you could take them and you could die, but that mushroom just existed with or without you and wasn't going to kill you if you didn't ingest it, Like, it's not that it's a bad mushroom, it's just living its life, doing its own little mushroom plant life thing. And that's its defense mechanism to not be eaten, is to kill the devourer. So, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing because it killed a human.
So all mushrooms are edible. Some mushrooms are only edible